What we're going into now, we've got Tales of the House, don't we? But not a new Tales of the House. It's our best of the Tales of the House.
I don't think that, no, because we haven't been in sort of anything to happen.
Well, we've been in the house the past week.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
we
got...
need James to... You know, it's how all these Tales of the House have... Nothing's been mentioned when it's just me and you in the house last year, because nothing happened for whatever reason. Well,
we got
different theories behind that.
We've got an ant issue in the house at the moment. Let's bring that up. Ants crawling out of God knows where. I was cooking today, and they're just like crawling like near the pan. It's disgusting. It's horrible.
They've come right up off that hob, don't they?
Yeah, they just crawl across the hob. And thank God it's the last time I'm cooking there. Probably, like our landlady's done us in there. Ant problem, slug problem. Your room just falls apart.
A lot of issues in my room.
Like
leaks.
Heating that you can only turn on for an hour at a time.
Yeah.
Heating that doesn't work at the moment because your room will flood or something.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. That black bin's half full.
Yeah.
Don't need to empty that before I go on Sunday, but yeah. Don't matter. Yeah. A lot of problems in the house.
Yeah.
Mostly this year, though, to be honest.
Well, yeah, we know why. Why that is.
Yeah. Certain Jay. But
yeah.
So we thought sort of highlights. To be honest, it all came. Three of my favourites all came from the early Tales of the House segments.
Yeah.
The first one from the very first Tales of the House, which was porn on James' Xbox.
Yeah.
I think that's easily got on the list.
Yeah.
Don't want to really retell the story. It's pretty self-explanatory from.
Yeah.
And it's quite a sort of a cult tale from this show. Sort of been brought up a few times, I think, actually.
He got ousted there, well and truly.
Yeah. My second favourite story, which I forgot I'd even told, which was one of my favourites actually, is one with the COVID test last year.
Oh,
when James was ill and he said he wouldn't tell them about any of his symptoms, and they asked for his symptoms, and I woke up at 6 a.m. with a fever.
Then by 8 o'clock I was lightly coughing. Yeah.
He was tossing and turning all night. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the exact same things we said at the time, but
yeah,
that was easily one of my favourites. Because the actor James was brilliant.
The ones that always seem to get canned were the ones about me, but not even where I've even done anything. Like when it transpired that James had recorded a video of me putting something into the oven when it was just me and him in the house. I mean, and just recording me like having conversations with my mates on like the PS4 or something.
Is that one you were arguing about? You were arguing about would you remember? I think a mate spoiled the ending of.
Oh, a show from
Game of Thrones? Or
no, Walking Dead.
Walking Dead, that was it.
Yeah, but he said like, "Oh no, it's all right because you can just forget. You can just choose to forget." Yeah.
I know all this because I wasn't even there.
Yeah,
James sent me a recording of you talking about, and that's how memory works.
Yeah.
That's what I specifically remember.
Obsessed.
Saying.
Yeah.
The third. Yeah, they'll carry on with that story even. Cam does love, and the potato peeler, Cam loved that. I didn't write that down, but they're ones that Cam loved.
Yeah.
Just little things that, I guess the ones, I think it's safe to say the stories that Cam preferred were the ones that annoyed you the most.
Yeah.
Oh, he did love some James stories. One of them was even the story I was listening back. Cam was cracking up to when Cam asked for a little bit of a description on James and this whole thing about the trains and the history of the Aldridge and stuff like that. Yeah, Cam was a big fan of James. He even offered him to go for a pint, didn't he? A few weeks
James
back.
Said no.
James declined for whatever reason.
Always does.
Speaking of James, before I get into that final favourite story, do you remember when we saw that fat James at uni?
Yeah.
That was funny.
Well, you were saying the other day, James, the real James, weighs about like 8 stone.
Yeah,
didn't he tell you?
About 8 stone. Yeah.
But he's about 6'2".
Yeah.
Slender
nothing
man.
of him.
If taller than that, maybe.
Man.
Yeah. Well, no, but he doesn't look that. Well, he looks skinny, but not like.
I wouldn't say 8 stone.
Yeah.
8 stone's about 50 kilograms or something. Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah.
Actually, a bit more than 50 kilograms, but around about that probably. So yeah, he's got them weights in his room.
Yeah, he loves his little workout.
Yeah.
Well, I've never seen them actually used. But, yeah. Can we tell what? Oh no, we can't even tell this, can we?
Are you talking about?
Yeah.
Not that makes any sense to anyone listening, but
are we not allowed to tell that? Tell you. No, let's not.
No.
Let's not.
I think that's a step.
Maybe one
There's
day.
a few issues with that story.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to listeners. If anyone particularly wants to know who's listening, they can message me and I'll tell you the story. I'm happy
Yeah.
to tell you behind closed doors, but
There's a story I told Matty last night. I was just talking to him about uni work, and then we
Yeah.
just got onto uni in general and like our house and stuff. I told him the tale of the phone calls incident.
I love them. Yeah.
He was loving that, but we just
My mates love them as well. I think that's their favourite thing. That's what they wanted Cam to question in the interview. But
Yeah.
anyway, that's sort of leading on to my third and final story. My favourite one is the James Bird stories. The quote over Christmas. No, it happened a few times. I got a bird and stuff now, you know. Like that one over Christmas, where within an hour.
He gained and lost a girlfriend in the space of an
Yeah.
hour. You gotta respect.
It's like I said at the time when he'd done it originally, when he sent the York City stats, when he said he'd pulled and stuff that time, which was earlier than that. I understood if he said he thought he'd pulled. I kind of get that a bit more than saying
How
like
can
a
you
bird.
think
When I
you-
think of bird, I think of like actual girlfriend or something a bit more serious than.
How can you think you've pulled?
Yeah, I don't.
Uh,
Has he just done half the job or I don't.
but why? Yeah.
It's something I want to know, but he's
But I've
not.
never been in the process of like thinking I've pulled and then whipped my phone out and started looking up like how Tranmere are doing in the league and
Yeah,
sent it to
biggest
a group chat.
underachievers.
So, yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Uh,
that'll always be a mystery. Maybe he can explain himself. Have you got any others? Or
Those
they
are the
your-
three I wrote down. I don't know
they
if
your
you.
favourites?
Are there any that you sort of think I've missed there?
I mean, there's been so many. The potato peeler is probably the most iconic one in terms of Cam was loving it for some reason. Like, it's all he banged on about in the pub afterwards, I think.
Yeah, he loved it before even.
Whose potato peeler is that?
I think it's James's.
He's probably taking it home. Yeah.
I noticed. Yeah, a lot of his. I can't actually remember directly what's mine and what's not, to be honest. But it's not exactly like. Oh, to be honest, it's gonna sound quite not sinister, but a bit dark. All my like plates and stuff are all dead people's. Like it's just
Right.
my grandparents like
Yeah.
plates and stuff. My parents like, oh, you can use them for you. Like once they passed away, right?
It sounds
well, I
like
can
the
use
Royal
them for uni.
Family episode yesterday when Who Is It dies.
Elsie.
Elsie
Yeah.
dies and they're all like eyeing up her Radio Times and are like bacon that's
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
fridge and stuff. I mean,
No, but
you
to
may
be
as well
fair,
put
I'm
it
not
to
fussed.
use.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not going to be using it.
No one else is going to
They're not
use
going to be using them. It sounds cynical, but I think they'd moved and we'd bought them all like new plates and bowls and stuff. And then not long after, I think they both passed away. So I don't have to say that without being cynical, but yeah. So might as well. Maybe we should give it away if not. So yeah.
so you may as well use it.
Yeah, I've got plenty. That's why I've got so many. How many plates I've got? I think
Yeah.
I think one of you accidentally. I remember you knocked one off last year, off the side, and it smashed.
Oh,
No
yeah.
problem. I've still got about 12 more in there.
Yeah.
Just a collection of dead relatives' plates, but hey yo.
That's one perk, I suppose.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Back to potato peeler. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's James's. I don't think he's
Yeah.
taking it back with him yet. He's taken some stuff back.
I don't know if he's coming back. James, if you're listening, tell us whether you...
He's got to become. He's still got stuff.
Yeah, but is he coming back to stay or just coming back to get his stuff?
Hopefully. Oh, yeah, whatever he wants to do. Yeah. And me and Dom aren't really be there, so.
Yeah.
But I don't know what. Is he cleaned out his room and stuff as well?
I don't think so.
He's pretty much taking his Xbox back and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
We're playing his Lego Star Wars. Loves that. Fair play to him.
Yeah, no, fair play, fair play. I'm trying to think of any other tales of the house. I mean, it's not really radio when we're both just thinking of
And
things.
both chat. Yeah, just talking about nonsense. But
Well, there was never really any tales of the houses about you.
no.
A lot.
There's one week you hosted Tales of the House, didn't you? And yet that still ended up being about James, basically. I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember what stories you brought.
No, neither can I. Probably should have prepared a bit better.
But I know. Was it the week when we said he was a cyborg? Was that? No, I wrote that. But,
Yeah, you were loving that.
no.
Well, you actually listened to the shows back.
Yeah, but I was listening to it whilst doing a bit of dissertation as well. That's why I've sort of got the best Tales of the House.
Yeah, gets you through.
Yeah, to be fair.
No, fair enough.